So this drill is for hip adduction, a hamstring curl, but also with a bit of external rotation as well. So I've placed an ankle weight on the working leg, but I would suggest starting this first without a weight because it is actually quite hard. And then I've got a foam roller to place underneath my top leg, and then I'm just going to bring myself closer to end range of adduction by using a yoga block, but this is also optional too. So I'm going to make sure that my working leg is at the bottom, and I'm going to make sure that my yoga block, my foot is placed on the yoga block. So you can take the block either lower or higher, or again, it is optional, so you don't have to have the block. And then I want something to place my top leg on, just so I can keep my hips stacked. So I'm going to come all the way down, and I'm going to first start by lifting that leg into adduction. So I'm going to go as high as I can, and then I'm going to twist the leg slightly into external rotation, and then I'm going to do a hamstring curl. So I'm going to try and keep the leg as high as I can while slowly driving my heel in towards my bottom as far as I can, and then I'm going to take it back, extend, and then slowly lower that back down. Okay, so that's one rep. So just remember to come up, rotate into external rotation, and then hamstring curl back, nice and controlled, trying to keep this leg as high as you can, extend all the way back, and lower back down. So we can make this harder by placing this higher, so we're closer to our end range of hip adduction, or we can add a weight or just make this weight a little bit heavier. Also, if we want to make it a bit harder, I can block my hip from going into hip flexion. So what I mean by this, I'm just going to take this lower for a moment, is I can block this base leg from going into hip flexion when I do my hamstring curl. So as the leg starts to get tired, it will come more into hip flexion. I can keep a slight bit of hip extension by placing the stick there, but then I'd have to move the yoga block a bit further back. So I can start with a little bit of hip extension, block with the stick, and then it's a lot harder from here. So that's another way of progressing this drill, by blocking that there.